Hey everybody, it's John here. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be going over CIT Bank's high yield savings account called Platinum Savings. I think it's now the #1 savings account out there because of its high interest rate, great features and benefits, and a limited time welcome bonus that's really uncommon for a savings account. But do all those pros outweigh some of the cons I've personally found as a customer? Well, you can decide after you hear about my own experience of switching to this bank and my reasons why I think it's the best savings account today. I first heard about CIT Bank about 7 or 8 years ago when I was trying to find the best savings account with the highest interest rates. Some of you guys know I run the eponymous personal finance site, The Money Ninja. And one of the most popular articles is one where I list all the best savings accounts that I come across. And the CIT Bank Platinum Savings Account was added to that list due to several reasons I uncovered as a customer. #1 is the interest rate. As of March 2025, the rate is 4.3% APY. That's 10 times more than the national average of 0.41%. In the world of high yield savings accounts, which are the best of the best savings accounts, it's right up there with the top rates offered by other banks. Is it the highest rate possible? No. If you're just rate chasing, then the Axos One savings account offers a better rate of 4.86%. But that requires you to also open their checking account and make direct deposits each month. And maybe you don't want to do all of that. So 4.3% is excellent for not going through any of those extra steps. Now, you may be asking, wait a minute, John, what happened to the 5% rates? I can't find them anymore. The reason is that as inflation got under control, the feds have reduced the overnight borrowing rates between banks. And that has a domino effect with banks lowering their rates. Savers have been spoiled with rates over 5% for the past couple of years. But I don't see us coming back to those levels unless inflation grows again. The one caveat, the catch, is that in order to get the full 4.3%, you need to have a balance of at least $5,000. Otherwise, you earn a 0.25% instead. If you don't have $5,000 available, CIT Bank also offers another savings account called Savings Connect. That account doesn't have a minimum balance requirement, but the rate is 30 basis points lower at 4%. However, unless you really want a bank account with CIT, I wouldn't recommend Savings Connect because there are many bank accounts out there that offer higher than 4% with no minimum balance needed. Okay, getting back to the Platinum Savings account. For maintenance fees, the account doesn't have any, which is great because you don't want anything to offset the interest you earn, right? That would just be counterintuitive. It just wouldn't make any sense. CIT Bank is the online-only division of First Citizens Bank, so there are no physical branches to deposit money. But there are many other ways to do so, including transfer money from other bank accounts, making direct deposit, and sending a wire transfer. You can even mail checks to their postal address, send an e-check, or transfer money using Zelle. I haven't even gotten to the best part yet, but if everything sounds good so far and you're planning to open this account, you may be wondering how long it takes to transfer money back and forth. For example, what if you need to make transfers out of your CIT bank account? The good news is that electronic transfers only take 1 to 3 business days, which is a lot shorter than some of the competitors that can take as long as 7 to 10 days. Usually, you're allowed to withdraw from a savings account up to 6 times per month per the Federal Rule Regulation D. During COVID-19, the feds gave banks the option to lift that limit if they wanted to. Some banks did, some banks didn't. Fortunately, CIT Bank was one that did and allows unlimited incoming and outgoing transfers. In terms of access, CIT makes it super easy. You can log in online by going to their website. There's a great app you can download on Android and Apple phones. It's rated 4.6 stars, much better than some of the financial apps I've run across. There's also a customer support number that you can actually call to talk to a real person. That's really nice, especially when other banks have a more limited service with automated systems. And of course, just like all bank accounts I go over in my channel, this savings account is FDIC insured up to the maximum amount of $250,000. This is extremely important because you need to feel confident about where you put your hard-earned money. FDIC insurance means that in the unlikely event that the bank goes under and doesn't have your money for whatever reason, the US government is guaranteeing that it will step in to make you whole again. That's critical for peace of mind and allows me to sleep at night no matter what happens to the banks I do business with. Okay, this feature is my favorite part. CIT Bank just launched its first ever Platinum Savings Account promotion where you can earn up to a $300 bonus when you open an account and make 1 or more deposits that reaches one of the 2 bonus tiers within 30 days of account opening. You'll get a $225 bonus if you deposit a total of $25,000 to $49,999.99. You'll get the full bonus of $300 if you deposit $50,000 or more. And here's the crazy part. You don't have to maintain that amount in your account. You can withdraw the funds at any time. As long as your account remains open, the bonus will be sent to you 60 days after you hit one of those 2 deposit tiers. This offer is available to both new and existing CIT bank customers, and it's available per person. So if you live with someone, you're both eligible for the offer. High yield savings accounts aren't that lucrative for banks since the yield is so high, so it's surprising to see a bank offer a bonus of up to $300 for it. It's even more surprising that there are no time requirements to maintain the funds in your account when most bank offers do. There are no savings accounts currently available that offer a greater return of investment than Platinum Savings right now. A $300 bonus plus a 4.3% APY with no time commitment is a 100% no-brainer. So I just listed a bunch of features and benefits of this account along with the limited time welcome offer. Altogether, those are major pros that I think would make this account attractive to 90% of viewers. However, nothing is 100% perfect, and I just want to mention some of the cons I found, no matter how small they may appear to be, especially when you compare them against the pros. One con that I touched upon earlier is that you need to maintain at least $5,000 in your account to get that full rate of 4.3%. Otherwise, you get just 0.25%. Another con is that the Platinum Savings requires $100 to open an account. That's a pretty low amount that won't affect most people, but for those starting out on their financial journey, they may prefer a bank account that doesn't require a minimum opening balance. The final con is that there are no physical branches that you can visit. It may not matter to you, especially the younger viewers who do everything online and are completely comfortable with it, but there are still many people who prefer to conduct business in person. But that's really all the cons I've come across as a customer. Overall, I give this account 2 thumbs up, maybe even 3 thumbs if I had an extra one. I recommend this to people who are looking for one of the highest interest rates you can find on a savings account, and if they have $5,000 or more to start. I 110% recommend this to people who have enough available funds to take advantage of the welcome bonus offer, as that's essentially free money. For those who are new in their personal finance journey, this may not be the perfect fit for you, but it depends on what step you're at in your journey. Check out my video on what I recommend you should do at each stage of your journey. I'll link that in the video description below. Let me know if you have this account in your experience or if you're planning to open one. And remember, knowledge is incremental, start small, think big. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.